from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Today it's an NL Central Division matchup between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubbies are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Into the box now, Jose Peraza, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Cincinnati, the shortstop, Jose Peraza.
Dan Dero, the Cubs,
First
as they
pitch,
take the field here this afternoon. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, there's no doubt they really need Joey Votto to bust out big time. Watching his last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. He's hitless in the first 2 games of the series. 0 for 8. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded fouled off to the right side. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Another one sent foul.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Man, that's always tough. He was a strike away from striking out 2 in a row, but he got a little careless and caught too much of the plate there. It gets ripped for a 1-out extra base hit, and he's got some work to do now to get out of this one.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Hey, Dero, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky.
And he'll make the catch. Oh, check that! He didn't look it into his glove, and the ball drops in. Throw won't get him.
Batting fourth.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
2-0 now. Now the 2-0 home. Too high, and it's 3-0.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will score as the Reds strike first to lead it 1-0.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number
First
66,
offering on its way.
Yasiel.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Schwarber moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Reds 1 and the Cubs 0. Sonny Gray, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty B, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down. Limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
So striding in, Kyle Schwarber. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Schwarber.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this team
Left field and deep. Winker ranging back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
That's the perfect answer after you've given up the lead in the previous inning. Put the tying run on second and get the momentum going back in your favor. Now we'll see if they can cash in.
Here's
Kris Bryant now as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. Schwarber stands at second with no outs. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hops this one up. Dietrich backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is big Kris Bryant. He's having a really nice season, hitting over 300 coming into this one. We all know that that's the magic number. When you hit over 300 for a season, you've got plenty to be proud of. Now we'll see if he can keep it up over the rest of the year.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
Runner at second here with one man out. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away. And he'll make it into third base as on the F7 he gets in there with 2 away. Now at the plate, Javier fires as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. No balls and a strike to count. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. 2 outs here with a runner at third. 2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Hey. 2-2. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And would you believe the tying run comes in to score on a wild pitch? Man, oh, man. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Winker on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Standing in, Jesse Winker. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. 1-0 the count. The 1-1. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Therefore, it is Baez, and he's got it for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at Kris Bryant down at third base today playing the hot corner. And he's a guy that can move around. The manager can put him in the outfield, but his home is at third base. He's got the arm to get it done, a strong arm. He can go behind the bag and make big-time plays, and the nice soft hands.
At the plate, Derek Dietrich. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Batting eighth, The catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He has 9 base hits in 32 at-bats. 1-1 to Tucker Barnhart. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Rizzo is there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. What a play! Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Now at the plate, Mike Moustakas, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And that's a swing. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Line towards center field. Schebler is there. 2 gone.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard and good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Stepping into the box, Jason Hayward. And he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the... Liner in there for a base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. Now a long throw to third.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles, runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on them. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll, you lose concentration. You get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this third guy out. Next thing you know, first and third and 2 out, you have to make some good pitches.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
The set and the 1-2, and the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Sonny Gray. He'll start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled off. pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber moves over, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 9.
At the plate, Jose Peraza. He went down looking to open up the ball game. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Rizzo waits on it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Scott Schebler.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the big left-handed bat of Scott Schebler.
0-1.
First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. Two out, nobody on. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. And it's fouled away. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. Reds are down in order. After 2.5, it remains a 1-1 ball game.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the 3rd inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. They come into the day tops in the majors in team batting average, and talking with some of the players and coaches prior to the game, many of them told me that's something they take a lot of pride in. Batting average isn't as highly valued as it once was, but they said it's a clear indication that they're doing a lot of good things in the batter's box to help the team collect W's. Guys?
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off,
trying to pick things up where we left off. Kyle Schwarber will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. A ball and no strikes. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
3-0 to him now. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Now batting, third baseman.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
So in now for Chicago, Chris Bryant. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 home is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Schebler. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Happy to have you along here on the show on a fine Sunday afternoon as you take a look at our upcoming schedule for the week to come. Into the box, Anthony Rizzo. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Winker going back on it, and this one bounds around against the wall. Schwarber blows through the stop sign, headed for home, and he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given him more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing, and we're only in the third inning.
Striding in once again, Javier Baez. From the stretch. Popped up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Stepping up to the plate, Mike Moustakas. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. No balls and one strike. Rizzo stands at second with two gone. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. Back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Long throw to the plate, and he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Now to the plate, Wilson Contreras trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. First pitch on its way. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
0-1, here's the pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Gray ready with the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Schebler will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 3 innings complete. The Cubs lead this one 3-1. Striding in, Joey Votto. He singled his last time up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This is line to left, and Votto reaches. He's got a base hit. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And as we check out our team leaderboard, we see that his total is good for second best on this Cincinnati ball club. So coming to the plate, Eugenio Suarez hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. And low, it's a ball and a strike. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And they're going to call this a home run. And now hold on just a second here. It would appear that they're going to discuss whether this in fact stayed inside the foul pole. They're going to go inside and have a look at the video replay, as we'll take a look and let you decide for yourself. All right, the review looks like it's over. Was there indisputable video evidence? Yes, it's a foul ball after all. So take the home run off the board, and there's an instance where the video review got it right. The 1-2 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now. 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
In now is Yasiel Puig as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Into the corner and slicing foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Breaking ball is swung on and bounced to short. There's Baez. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Reds leave 1, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Digging in now, Albert Almora. He reached on a single in his first try.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
So he continues to hit the ball well. His second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Now the Cubs pitcher, Kyle Hendricks, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him, and he pops up the bunt attempt. There to take it is Votto, and there's one gone. And he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble. So it's back to the top of the order now, and next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. He's set, and the pitch. Fouled straight back. Gray ready with the 0-1. Pitch outside. The throw. The throw pulls him off the bag. So he's in safely there following the one-out steal of second. And with that, we take you to our team leaderboard to display the clubs with the most stolen bases so far this year. And you can see that the Cubs are currently tops in the NL in that department. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. 3-1 to the Cubs left fielder.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
Smoke toward the hole, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Chris.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's been pretty bad for 3 1/3 innings so far. That's the 8th hit he's given up. And if he doesn't get his mind straight, he's going to be heading to the showers early.
Digging in, Chris Bryant, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
First delivery to him on the way. And a ball 1-0.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. 1 run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. Safe at the plate. They stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had his way with him, but he wins the battle this time, and in a big way. 2 runs on the board as a result.
Stepping in now, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Ready with the 1-0. Back up the middle. Peraza takes it in. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard up the middle. To his left, Peraza. And a low throw to first, but Votto's able to come up with it. A fine play there to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Cubs are on top, 5-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Coming to the plate now, Derek Dietrich. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
The 1-1 home. Count is 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he's off to a flying start. The NL's leader in that department here in the month of May. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And next to bat will be Tucker Barnhart. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Hit back up the middle. And there are 2 away now.
The pitcher, number 54, Sonny Gray.
Nick Senzel will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Cincinnati, number 15.
And he lays off there 1-0. He'll come in here at 259. 2 home runs and 16 RBIs. The 1-1 home. Oh, and that liner caught him. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single. And looked like he really left himself open after he released, and this ball came back and got him pretty good. And without speculating too much here, it's looking, at this point at least, like he will be able to continue out there. We should hope. Here comes the first pitch. It's outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Hit out towards second. Moustakas is there. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. 1 left for Cincinnati. They're down 5-1. Amir Garrett, 6'5" left-hander, takes over on the mound now.
Number 50, Amir Garrett.
Ready for another shot now. Mike Moustakas. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Garrett offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Digging in once again, Wilson Contreras, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Puig. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting,
striding into the box, Jason Hayward. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Popped up, and he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're up 5-1. Ready now for Cincinnati. Scott Schebler, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. In there at the knees, strike one. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
In is Joey Votto now. Last time through was a base hit. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th.
The third baseman, number 7.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. No balls and a strike to count. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Standing in now, Yasiel Puig. And he puts it on the ground to second. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Reds leave 1. They're down here 5-1. Now batting, Albert Almora. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
The center fielder, Albert.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Here's the first pitch to him. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice one.
Into the box now, Kyle Hendricks. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Kyle Schwarber. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. From the belt, kicks and deals. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Almora, the runner at second with 1 away. To short, hit hard. Peraza scoops it up, and that's the second out. Now at the plate, Chris Bryant. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy. The relay. Throw to second, but he's in there. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box, Anthony Rizzo, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Fly ball right down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Hit down the line at first. Fielded by Votto. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's the Cubs 6 and the Reds 1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point.
Leading off for Cincinnati.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Number 33.
And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
In now, Derek Dietrich. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A ball and a strike.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
1 run, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Stepping in, Tucker Barnhart. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
This pitch is popped up. Bryant is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They trail 6-1.
7th inning stretch.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jared Hughes gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 48.
So digging in now, Javier Baez, his career line against Jared Hughes. Just a 3 for 13 batting line. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Hughes, a right-hander who goes 6 foot 7 inches tall. He was a 4th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out.
The batter, the second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Into the box now, Mike Moustakas. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. A swing and a drive! Away back! That's solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas. 8th home run on the season for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson.
Stepping in now, Wilson Contreras, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And it's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. The 2-2. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Schebler sprinting after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Up next for the Cubs, the right fielder, Jason Heyward.
Ready once again, Jason Heyward. His career line against Jared Hughes. He's totaled 4 hits in 16 tries. He also has 1 home run. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Two out, nobody on. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Ready on 0-2. Fouled off. And deep to left center field. Schebler going back on it at the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall, and he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Hey guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there. Just misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the next pitch for a base hit.
Into the box now, Albert Almora. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well. So here now is the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. In now for the Reds, Jose Iglesias. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Fastball called for strike 2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Here's another 1-2. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Hayward coming on. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. And here's Jose Peraza. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. Oh, and he misses it. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. A bouncer to the left side. Baez has it. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. A look at our line score this afternoon, and it's been a good one for the bleacher bums thus far. The homestanding Cubs enjoying a big lead here late. Settling in now, Joey Votto. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it didn't look good right there. Just out in front. You know, sometimes.
As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
The third baseman, number 7.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He's 1 for 2 in this one. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Reds pick up a run on the RBI double by Joey Votto. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 8. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Kyle Schwarber. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. Set to deliver the 0-1. Back up the middle. Peraza is up with it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. Chris Bryant is career line against Jared Hughes. He has a 3 for 12 line. First delivery to him on the way. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled away. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Up with it, Barnhart. But the throw is late, and he's aboard after the strikeout. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop 3rd strike. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Anthony Rizzo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Winker will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Javier Baez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. popped up. Iglesias is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Stepping in, Yasiel Puig. And his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the ninth. 1 ball, no strikes the count. A 1-1 count to Puig. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Puig will take a big turn and head for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Brad Brach, a right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now. Kyle Farmer will grab a bat and pinch hit now, and he'll be looking for at least a fly ball as he's got a runner at third and only 1 away. 0-1 the count. To short. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Digging in the switch hitter, Tucker Barnhart, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Almora is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Wow, that's 8 wins in a row, and it seems like they can't do anything wrong. When you're riding a streak like this, you eat the same food, you drive the ballpark the same way, you do everything the same because you don't want to do anything to jeopardize this streak.
8-3 is today's final. The Chicago Cubs led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Kyle Hendricks earns win number 7 on the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Sonny Gray was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the big...
Yeah, bounce, bounce. My boy, my boy, my boy, my boy, my boy. Yeah, man. Hey, look, yo, okay. Concrete since day one. Ain't no time to make up. Ain't no top on that hoop. Like, baby, we're the egg. Thank you for your services and voicing on.
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
Welcome, everyone, to this Memorial Day edition of Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Cubs finished off a 3-game sweep as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds, 8-3. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. Entering the day's action, the Cubs are in first place in the NL Central, and the Reds are second in the division. The Brewers earned the 3-game series sweep as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 3-1. Heading into the day, the Brewers are in third place in the NL Central, and the Phillies are in second place in the NL East. The Pittsburgh Pirates brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they got the best of the Dodgers at home, 5-2. They now have 5 straight wins. In the standings, the Pirates are in last place in the NL Central, and the Dodgers sit in third place in the National League West Division. The Braves swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they beat the Cardinals on the road 11-8. As of right now, the Cardinals sit in third place in the National League Central Division, while the Braves sit in first place in the National League East Division. The Marlins allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the Nationals in Washington 4-3. As of today, the Nationals sit in third place in the National League East Division, and the Marlins are at the bottom of the division. The Tigers picked up 14 hits in total as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 6-1. The win was their 5th straight as a team. Entering the day's action, the Mets sit in 4th place in the National League East Division, while the Tigers sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division. The Colorado Rockies only allowed 2 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Orioles 4-0. Heading into the day, the Rockies sit in first place in the National League West Division, and the Orioles are in fourth place in the AL East. The Arizona Diamondbacks smacked 15 team hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 7-6. At the start of the day, the Giants sit in last place in the National League West Division, and the Diamondbacks are fourth in the division. The Padres completed a 3-game series sweep as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 3-2. It was their 5th straight victory. As of right now, the Blue Jays sit in last place in the American League East Division, and the Padres are in first place in the NL West. The Tampa Bay Rays pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 4-0. Entering the day's action, the Indians are sitting atop the AL Central, and the Rays are leading the AL East. The Yankees earned the 3-game series sweep as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 3-0. In the standings, the Royals sit in last place in the American League Central Division, and the Yankees sit in second place in the American League East Division. The White Sox launched 3 home runs as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 9-7. At the start of the day, the Twins are in third place in the AL Central, while the White Sox are atop the division. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim snapped their 5-game losing streak as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 3-1. Heading into the day, the Angels are in last place in the AL West, while the Rangers are third in the division. Mitch Haniger was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits as the Mariners downed the A's 7-4. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in triples. As of today, the A's are in first place in the AL West, while the Mariners are fourth in the division. Nathan Eovaldi was victorious for the 5th time this season as the Red Sox grabbed the win over Houston 5-1. His ERA is currently in the top 5 in the American League. As of right now, the Astros are in second place in the AL West, and the Red Sox are in third place in the AL East. So that'll do it for today on Inside the Show. Enjoy your Memorial Day holiday, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Aston Martin, push button motor, Migos on the ice, yeah. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Let me see how you work. You boys dirt. Larry Bird, St. Laurent straight jacket. Go berserk. Turn around and throw it in reverse. DB11 is a verse. It goes skirt. Keep up, drop a riding shotgun like she Kurt. Weaving through the traffic with my in a purse. In a St. Laurent straight jacket. If I crash, I go berserk. Overseas, I need a visa. Breezing in the visa. Try to see me when I'm speeding. You get burned like. And my she's a diva. Purdy like new Peter. Peter Piper pick up. Make my millimeter. Chilling on the chain, but the seats is heated. Shawty wanna race like a beaver. Leave it. Spent 3 G's on the sneakers. Like 3 stripes in the slash. I'm undefeated. Rick Owens, I'm tiptoeing. Push button, Kim Jong. Roll through, looking so cool in the old school like Vince Vaughn. Vroom, vroom. Nitro hit the turbo. Pull that. We don't want no. Cop the coupe, drop the roof, pop out the top like I'm a turtle. Oh. Then she turn around and throw it in reverse though. Aston Martin, push button motor, Migos on the ice. Don't get hurt. Watch out. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Let me see how you work. You boys dirt. Larry Bird, St. Laurent straight jacket. Go berserk. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse.
Yeah, been at, throw it backwards. Moonwalking to the like I'm Michael Jackson. Make a with your turn into an actor. Shimmy eye and this. I get close from Vaccarello, I get Celine from Slimane. I get packages from Paris, drop that FedEx on my name. I get runway off the runway to the runway on the plane. Told you we are not the same. See that spider switching lanes? Give us some gas, look at the dash. What is he doing? He going fast. Look at him whip, look at him smash, look at him skirt, look at the cash. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a man that's gone insane. He's on stage in a straight jacket, this is not a game, yeah. burns like a candle. I've been too much to handle. This velvet jacket's fragile. Okay, be careful when you handle, please. Yeah. Your hands look kinda dusty. Please be careful how you touch me. In Paris, out the country. Ay!
Aston Martin, push button motor. Yeah. Migos on the ice. Yeah. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Let me see how you work. You waste dirt. Larry Bird, St. Laurent straight jacket. Go berserk. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse.
It's time for baseball on MLB Network. A Memorial Day get-together for you here at the ballpark between the Chicago Cubs and the Houston Astros. The Cubs are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Wade Miley gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
At the plate,
Leading
Albert Almora. He will lead this one off today.
The designated hitter, Albert.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line towards center field. Springer is there, and he has it for the first out. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
The next Cub up, Jason Hayward. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. First pitch on its way. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty B, we've got a team here that's been playing some pretty good baseball. They're not quite in first place yet, D-Row, but they're playing good, and they'd like to stay competitive through the month of May.
Yeah, they've played okay. Let's be honest. They've hit okay. They've pitched okay. They're capable of much better than this, but it's early. We find ourselves just in the early phases of May. Ride it out and find a way to get home.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Row, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
High in the air into shallow left center. Calling for it, Brantley. And the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. It's the Cubs 0, Astros coming to bat. Lots more to come on MLB Network. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. D-Row, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look up and down this lineup. One thing jumps out, a lot of guys with some quality batting averages. They find themselves in the top third of the league in batting average, and that usually bodes well. As the season gets long, if you can keep your approach, usually leads to winning games.
Down the third baseline. This gets fouled. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. 1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Struck him out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Darvish pauses. Here's the first pitch. In there, strike 1. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He has 7 hits in 32 at-bats. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. The 1-1. Misses. Ball 2. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's working full now at 3-2.
It's a fine line for working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Here's Javier Baez. He has no prior history against this pitcher.
Javier Baez.
First offering on its way. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count. The 3-1 pitch. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey.
If you don't eat a meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
A solo home run there for Javi Baez. 3rd home run for him on the year, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Standing in now, Kike Hernandez. And it's fouled away. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Batting 5th, the first baseman, number 44,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Hernandez aboard here at first with nobody out. He's running. Pitch outside the throw. And he is in there.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
The 1-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Skied into straightaway right. Reddick has a read on it. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. The tag, and he is out at third base. It's a double play.
That is 7.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Weak grounder down. Oh, it's off the third base bag. And that's through for a hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Chicago.
Leading up for the Astros.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fouled away. 0-1. Here it comes. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in, get those guys to respect it, and open up that outer half of the plate.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
Here's Carlos Correa now. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He's 3 for 15. He's taken him deep once. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Well, you look at his numbers, and there's no doubt he's faring much better against lefties, hitting better than 400 against them this season. And when you see swings like this, you can see why.
Next up for the Stros, Alex Bregman, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're talking trying to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. Two-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, Nero, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone...
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Robinson Chirinos. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Strike one to start the at-bat. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Bodie is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Astros forced to settle for only the one run. We'll go now to the top of the third. All tied at 1-1.
Back now in Houston, home of the Astros, who've certainly treated their fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. At the start of the day, they have the highest strikeout total in the entire league and one of the best team ERAs. So it's no surprise some of the pitchers I talked to were proud of what they've accomplished and confident in what they're capable of. Despite the success, they explained how they really try to push each other to get better every day. As one of them put it, we have amazing stuff on this pitching staff. Just look at all the strikeouts. But we take pride in continuing to get better as a unit every single day. It sounds like they're always trying to stay one step ahead of the hitters, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Into the corner and slicing foul. Line drive to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
It's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Gurriel is over, and he puts it away for the first out. The tag, and they got him at third. It's a double play.
The batter, number 5.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Swing, high drive, left field, and deep. Brantley has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire. In now, Michael Brantley, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So with 1 away, time for a check of the standings now in the National League Central as you see where the Cubs find themselves entering play here today. Striding in for Houston, Josh Reddick. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No balls and a strike to count. Comes set with the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, and then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
1-0 the count. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. Here's Jason Hayward now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Hayward.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Fouled off. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Line drive to center field. Springer patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. So 1 away here in the Chicago 4th. And up next, the former World Series hero Mike Moustakas. Too high, 1-0. Moustakas, 30 years of age. He was selected in the 1st round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
That one's in there. 3-1. High in the air out to center field. Springer on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Here's George Springer. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
For the Astros.
And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and the former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. It's a solo shot here for Carlos Correa, number 13 for him on the year, and the Astros take the lead. It's 2-1.
After this pitcher sat down 6 of his teammates in a row, he was looking to break through against him with anything. Well, a home run will definitely suffice. Great job of breaking the string and getting his team going right there.
Alex Bregman comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. Line towards center field. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason,
Now
D-Row.
batting.
And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Now a throw behind the runner, and it's in time to get him. And that, folks, is the danger of the hit and run. Astros get a run here, courtesy of the... And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Reddick is there to put it away for route number 1.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. Springer is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
In now, Victor Caratini. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
This one's flared off to the right side. Reddick is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. 0-1 the count. On the ground to third. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The catcher, number 28, Robinson.
Now at the plate, Robinson Chirinos. He flew out in his last at-bat. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. 1-1 to Chirinos. Inside and low, 2-1.
I got 2-1 the count.
The 2-2. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box, Michael Brantley, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Cut fastball, and there's strike 2. Here's the 2-2. Back up the middle. And Brantley will reach. He's got a base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Hayward has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Astros leave 1. Leading off the inning, David Bodie, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First delivery to him on the way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's your first out of the inning. Now in the box, Matt Kemp.
Matt Kemp.
First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Springer to the track. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Kemp's going to try for 3. The relay. And Kemp will wheel all the way into third with a triple. So with the runner safely at third with 1 away, there you get a look at the team leaders in 3 base hits. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category, and in fact lead all of baseball as well. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Albert Almora, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Pops this one up. Miley to take charge himself out there, and there's 2 down.
Now batting.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. Lifted in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll straight. Ready for another chance. Jose Altuve. He went down on strikes last time up. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0.
Altuve.
Taken strike 1 on the inside corner. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bodie is in pursuit. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out.
Number 4.
1 away for the Astros here in the 6th. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Astros shortstop in front with a 3-1 count.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They lead it. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. It's on to the 7th now with the Astros on top in this one. And as the final warm-up tosses are thrown, let's get a look at our game summary through 6 innings. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he fouls this one off. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Fouled off. Swing and a liner. But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone.
The batter, number 9.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Javier Baez. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Ready with another 0-2. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Line drive, base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change. That's going to be all for Wade Miley. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Quick check on that tying run at first. A dive, but he's back. And again a throw, and he just manages to get his hand in. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
3-0 now. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Baez breaks from first. Popped him up. Chirinos has a play, and he brings it in on the warning track. Framber Valdez comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
Anthony Rizzo is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. The 0-1 pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a 1-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
The 1-2 pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. Digging in, Alex Bregman. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Fastball in there for a called strike.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Nice job there, taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the 2nd strike.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Big curveball right down the middle for strike number 2.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the catcher, Robinson Chirinos. Gurriel leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging it all.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Houston. They still lead it 2-1. Will Harris has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 36.
Ready now, Victor Caratini. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Brantley is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 13.
Stepping into the box, David Bodie. A hit in 2 tries so far. Kyle Schwarber will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 12, Kyle Schwarber.
A ball and no strikes. Looking at his career totals, Schwarber is a batting line residing in the 230s.
You know, Matty, you could throw out batting average when you're working with an OPS north of 800. This guy does damage and would be in my lineup every day of the week. I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. But this will hang up just a bit as it's taken in chest high for a tough second out. So stepping in, Matt Kemp. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here it comes. And this is up and in, ball 1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
On to the first baseman, Gurriel. Kyle Schwarber will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Defensively for the Cubs.
Swing and a liner. But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's 1 gone. Stepping in is Josh Reddick, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3.
Man, I'd love to see a complete game. He's certainly on his way. If he can keep the number down, the pitch count down. He's got a shot, Chris.
Yeah, D-Roll, this is every manager's dream spot right now. You're 1 out into the 8th inning. Your starter's giving you some good baseball, and you could go to your better relievers now towards the end of the ball game. This is set up perfectly right now.
Count now a ball and a strike.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. 0-2, here it is. Good waste pitch, 1-2.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Roberto Osuna comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Striding in to start the ninth, Albert Almora, and they'll need him to get something going here. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one.
Matt 10.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Osuna, pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build the perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
Almora with an even count, 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Stepping up now, Jason Hayward. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Almora on at first, nobody out. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in there. Once more, a throw over. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Nobody out, runner on first. And again, a throw over. Oh, and it throws him, and they got him. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And it's fouled away. Now a ball rolled softly to second. To his left, Altuve. Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now.
The third baseman, number 16.
Cubs are down to their final out now. And standing in, the left-handed hitting third baseman, Mike Moustakas. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. Now the 1-1 pitch. It's a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
And now this crowd of around 24,000 supporters come to their feet. Fouled away. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away for the final out, and the Astros have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Astros. 2 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base.